Hi Cancer, we're starting a new series today. Super excited to have you. This is a reading for the future based on you and your love life, okay? I am SIKIKSYD. I'm a professional astrologer, psychic, shaman, medium, seer, mambo, witch, volleyball player. All the information for is in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Thank you for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, gifts, readings, bookings, and referrals. This is a reading for the future of Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Cancer. Happy birthday, Cancer. Okay, it is your birthday month. And this is for Cancer. Super excited to do your reading. You don't have to be a Cancer to resonate with the reading. You can be connecting to someone who has Cancer in their astrological chart. You got Cancer somewhere in your astrological chart. You came across this reading and it just resonates for you. Check your moon sign and where do you have Cancer in your astrological chart to cross watch to see, where you may fit in this particular reading. This is for Cancer. Okay. Again, thank you so much for all your kind comments, likes, subscription, gifts, readings, bookings, and referrals. I absolutely am full of gratitude and appreciation for every single one of you, and I'm really excited to start this new series. All right, this is for Cancer. Let's give you a nice sound bath. Cleanse the energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Hi, Cancer. Let's see what your future is. Okay. All right. So you have, this reading is essentially for if you are in a relationship or a marriage, your feelings and your energy. And we're also going to read their energy. We're also, if you're single, reading your energy versus the person's energy that you are meant to be with, even if you haven't met them. Okay, I'm just reading their energy regardless of where they are in the world. Hopefully it will help you identify who that person may be in your own life, right? In your own reality. So, the overall energy that you are experiencing, right, in your love life, in your relationship, is the Hermit in reverse, Yeti. So this is out of your comfort zone, okay, coming out of hiding into the light, okay, let there be light. All right, this is about no longer being hidden. This is about being seen, okay. So doing things you've never really done before. This is about getting out of your comfort zone because the brain doesn't really identify pain, it identifies familiarity. So even if it's something familiar and it's painful, your brain will register as good because it's familiar. So even if it's something that is different and it's uncomfortable, but it's good for you, your brain will register it as unfamiliar, therefore essentially dangerous, right? Even though it's good for you, because the brain does not register pain. This is about getting out of your comfort zone, okay? This is about if you want different results, you're gonna have to do things you've never done before, right? So you are experiencing maybe a completely different kind of relationship, kind of marriage, is things being done completely out of, what you would typically be comfortable Within your comfort zone, it's like you are getting out of your comfort zone and you are in the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. So this is Virgo energy. You have Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy with the Wheel of Fortune. You are in the energy of feeling lucky, feeling like you are destined to be with this partner, with your significant other. If you're single, you feel like someone is shooting their shot at you. Okay, if you're feminine energy and you're single, if you're masculine energy and you're single, you feel like you're shooting your shot at someone. Okay. If you are in a relationship or a marriage, you feel like I'm destined to be with this person, like this is the person I'm supposed to be with. You know, we are destined to be together. All right, we're supposed to be together with the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is happening in the right timing, right? The number 10 could be significant. The number 9 could be significant to you. The person that you are in a relationship or marriage with, their particular energy, or the person that you are meant to be with, right? If you're single and you haven't met this person yet, their energy is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They don't want to be single. They don't want to be independent. They don't want to be on their own. They want to be in a relationship. Okay, Venus and Virgo, Frankenstein. Now, everybody assumed that Frankenstein was the monster, but Frankenstein technically was a monster, but Frankenstein was the doctor that created the monster, which is named the creature, okay? And the whole point of Frankenstein is the symbolism of the need for femininity, and how there can be nothing that truly replaces femininity, you know, like as far as artificial femininity. With the Nine of Pentacles, this was talking about how the doctor created a creature without any feminine energy and then didn't want any responsibility for the actual creature. So here you have this creature that's been born into this world and isn't being loved, isn't being nurtured, right? It is showing you what happens when there is no femininity, when there is no nurture, when there is no care. Because it was born and there was essentially in the situation, right, with it just being the doctor, he wasn't caring for the creature. Frankenstein was not caring for the creature, and there was no mother because it was created from science. So it is about recognizing Frankenstein wasn't a monster. People thought Frankenstein, you know, Frankenstein, yes, technically was a monster. The doctor was a monster for creating the creature and then not loving that creature and then sending it sort of like out into the world to just sort of fend for itself. But the actual creature itself was not a monster. So it's almost like seeing the humanity in someone, having compassion, having empathy. Right? It's like I feel like you have a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy for your significant other, for your partner, or for this particular person that you have yet to meet, or that you know, feel like you are supposed to be with if you are single, right? It's about seeing the humanity in the creature. Recognizing we're all learning, we're all trying, we're all growing. Don't judge before you get to know. And it's about Frankenstein didn't actually want to be on its own. It wanted to be cared for just like anybody else. So it is about seeing the humanity in the person that you're with. Seeing the humanity in this person. The obstacle is the Two of Cups. Venus and Cancer can be Leo. So it can actually be about, you know, Venus. This is Venus and, where did it go? Oh, hold on. This is Venus in Cancer. And this being an obstacle is, I feel like it's about having the time to connect emotionally, finding the time to connect emotionally. Your next actions, because, you know, unicorn, it's like, this is something that does not come around very often, but it's about, I feel like, having the time to really connect emotionally, to feel that. This also makes me feel like being able to be together. That could be distance, this could be physical distance, could be the obstacle, but it is about being able to have the time to connect emotionally, right? And value one another emotionally. That is something that you can expand, you know? I see like an increase of emotional depth. Your future actions is the 4 Cups in reverse, Bull, which is you finding a lot of interest in the love interests that have approached you if you're single. If you're in a relationship or a marriage, you finding a lot of interest in your marriage, in your partner and your significant other, being very attractive, being very interested in your significant other. And even though you have other options, you don't want those options, you want the person that you're with. Your significant other or your partner's future actions, or the person that you're meant to be with, their future actions. So 5 of Cups in reverse, Mermaid. So they're getting over some kind of disappointment, some kind of sadness. This could be a disappointment of some kind. This could be them grieving something or someone, but they are getting over that. They have finally gotten done grieving a situation, person, place, thing. They are done being sad. They are done feeling like things could have been better had I gotten these particular cups. And they're realizing that there's still other options, that there are other avenues that they can go to, in a sense of, you know, if they felt like there was a sense of disappointment in the relationship or the marriage, they're realizing, okay, not all is lost. They can do things a different way and it can still be successful, essentially. This is, if you've been sad and disappointed about love and you're single, it's you now feeling like, you know what, maybe not all is lost. Maybe, you know, good things can still happen. Maybe, you know, this didn't work out with this particular person, but there could be, maybe it's because it's for the best, for something better to come along. Your advice is the Hierophant, Voodoo Warlock. The number 5 could be significant to you. This is Aries Scorpio energy. This is Moon in Cancer energy. This is Venus in Cancer, can be Leo energy. You have the Hierophant Taurus energy. So this is saying, identify what you believe your value is, your self-value, your self-worth, what you believe in. Okay, that could be religiously or spiritually. And like, what is it you believe in regarding relationships? Many of you, this is you saying, you know, if you're married, this is like you and your significant other believe in a traditional marriage. And you're going to have a strong belief in that moving forward. If you are single, this is about you recognizing, I want a traditional relationship, a traditional marriage. I want to do things the right way, or I want to connect romantically to someone who also believes in the same marriage or the same beliefs that I do in regards to self-worth and self-value. Okay, this is about, your advice is get advice from, you know, the Hierophant can be like priest, bishop, shaman, pastor, tarot card reader, psychic, medium, seer, whatever it may be for you. It's a spiritual guru, it's a spiritual leader. And this is about believing in like your relationship, believing in your marriage, believing in what God has promised you. I believe, honestly, and this is just what me and my husband do, I believe, and he believes in like us treating each other like Jesus. And it sounds so bold because it's true. You should treat each other with respect, with love, with kindness. Treat each other as if that person actually, you know, is Jesus, you know, because we all have God within one another. So it's all just about recognizing the godliness that we see in everyone and having respect for everyone that we encounter. Kindness is free, you know. So it is about having a lot of respect for your significant other, your partner, or the person that you want to attract, the person that you want to be with, or you feel you are meant to be with, right? It is about treating each other very kindly, treating each other with love, having a belief, you know, and sharing the same belief, like sharing a belief in relationship, in marriage, in religion with your significant other strengthens your love life. Recognizing what you believe, recognizing your self-worth and your self-value will strengthen your love life and your relationship. Okay? This has been your reading, Cancer. I hope you really enjoyed it. We have 8 new products here at SIKIKSYD. Go check that out. Alright. If you want to figure out what those particular products do, go check out my social media. And all information will be placed in the description box down below. Thank you so much for your kind comments, like subscriptions, gifts, readings, bookings, and referrals. Amen. And Ashe. And happy birthday. Your advice could also get married. That could be your advice, because Hierophant is marriage. Get married, deepen your relationship, go a traditional route with your relationship. You could also be in the same organization or community or religion as your significant other.